Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pampered Chef Live. We're so glad to have you with us tonight. However you're feeling tonight, whether you're doing great or maybe you just barely made it here, we're really happy that you chose to join us tonight. I am Michael, your moderator. Where are you joining from tonight? Post in the chat. Let us know. Let us know how you're feeling. Drop an emoji if your consultant invited you. We're so glad you're here. During the next 35 to 45 minutes, we'll be joining Kelly from her home kitchen as she teaches us how to make two quick dips that pair perfectly with homemade pita chips. And we'll be having a sneak peek of a new spring product later in the event as well. After the demo, we will be selecting 3 attendees for giveaways. And if you're watching on Facebook, be sure to register for the event right away through Zoom so you can be eligible for tonight's drawing. We'll also have some Q&A time with Kelly about the recipe and the products, as well as some other frequently asked questions about her experience as a consultant after the demo. So stick around for that as well. Couple housekeeping notes so that you can be in good standing before we start. First of all, there's a recipe handout that will come to you via email about an hour after the demo ends. So if you're wondering, what was that product I saw, or how did I do that step again that I saw Kelly do, just sit tight. It's going to come in your email in a little bit. Second of all, there is a survey that's going to pop up when you're done with this meeting that'll pop up right there in Zoom, and we want your feedback. The survey helps us to constantly improve what we're doing here, and if you need a little incentive, we choose one winner from the survey every week for a bonus giveaway. So look for that as well. If you have a question that you would like us or Kelly to answer, drop it in the Q&A feature here in Zoom, different from the chat, and our staff will respond to some questions during the event, and we'll also save some questions for Kelly to answer at the end. Lastly, if the Zoom chat is getting too overwhelming on your device, you can mute it. If you're on desktop, click the little arrow next to the chat button on the bottom of your screen, and then click Stop Showing Chat Preview. If you're on mobile, open the chat and tap the little bell icon and then select Mute. You can also hide the emoji reactions that pour in by selecting More with the 3 little dots on mobile and selecting Hide Reactions. So once you've done all that, it's time to kick back and relax, and that's what I'm going to do now. And it's time to get cooking. So let's get cooking. Kelly, take it away from here. You there, Kelly?
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
here.
there you are. All right, see you later.
Great. Okay, guys. So I'm Kelly, and I am going to be showing you guys how to make two of my favorite dips. I'm always ordering them when I go out, so I figure why not try and make them at home. So one is going to be the pressure cooker spinach and artichoke dip, and the other is going to be white bean hummus. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up the artichokes with this is live. So my dog decided she wanted to come downstairs and help me chop up the artichokes so that I can put them into the multi-cooker. I'm always using this thing. My mom had one, not Pampered Chef, but she did have one, and I was always using it to chop up onions, chop up carrots. And so when I saw that Pampered Chef has one, I was like, oh, this is cool. It reminded me of so much of what I was doing for my mom. So I am going to roughly chop the artichokes, and then I'm going to add them to the multi-cooker. All right. And as you can see, it roughly chops it. You have some pieces in there. Let me get some of that in. There you go. And you know how you go to Olive Garden, you get the artichoke dip, and it has those nice vinegary pieces. So that's what we have here. So now next, what I'm going to do, let me move this to the side. And the next thing that I am going to do is I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to add that to the multi-cooker. I'm going to use my trusty scoop. How many out there have had has the multi-cooker? Who uses it regularly? I know that I am the queen of forgetting to take anything out and defrost it. So forgetting and putting something into the multi-cooker, like a roast or some chicken or something like that, with some liquid and aromatics and things like that. And I close it up and I have a dinner in about an hour to an hour and a half. And I'm always using that. So I love the multi-cooker because you are able to make a dinner in basically an hour from frozen. So, you got that. So now what I want to do is I am going to add 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to be using the garlic press. And with this, you're able to put the garlic clove inside the press without having to peel the garlic clove. So that's one. And then you have this handy tool so you can get it out. So you really have you don't have to touch anything when you're pressing your garlic. You don't have to have the smelly garlic fingers. Okay, so that's 2. All right. Okay, so now we have this done. And I'm looking at, I didn't memorize it. I am going to be adding all of this into the cooker. I have 8 ounces of cream cheese that I previously cut. You add that in. You have a half a cup of your vegetable stock. And you add that. Just a half cup. There you go. You add this in. And I'm going to put this over here. So now I have in here the cream cheese, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 2 garlic cloves, it's a 12 ounces of artichokes that I chopped, and the vegetable stock. So I'm going to be putting in the new Greek, well, it's not new, the Greek seasoning. You get 1 tablespoon of this goes in here as well. Okay. So now you have that. And I think I have everything in there, guys. Yep. Can't be spinach artichoke dip without spinach. So remember, I said I'm the queen of not defrosting anything. Frozen chopped spinach. All right. So now we're going to set this for 6 minutes. So I'm going to be on custom, and I'm going to press for custom, and I am going to turn it down to 6 minutes. That's 8. Okay. Pressure high. No delay. Okay. All right. So it's when you are using your I keep wanting to say something. When you're using your multi-cooker, you have it set for, like I have it set for 6 minutes, right? But it has to build up pressure. So once it builds up pressure, then the actual time will start to run. Okay. So now Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting together the hummus, white bean hummus. All right. So we're going to be using the twist and chop, guys. All right. I know what I forgot. I didn't grate my cheese. I didn't grate my cheese, but we'll get that. All right. So for the hummus, you're going to have cannellini beans. Who can say that 3 times fast? White kidney beans. All right. White kidney beans. You're going to have some oil. You're going to have lemon, which I have here. And you're going to have lemon zest. And you're going to have lemon juice. And it's all going to go into the twist and chop and a clove of garlic. One of the things that I like about the twist and chop, I'm always the person that when I make salsa, I always forget to put the cilantro on the bottom. So it's always at the top, and I'm always having to mash it down so it can get incorporated. Well, with this, I'm going to turn to the side so y'all be able to see it. With this, you can turn it on, and you have the blade will be moving up and down. So it grabs everything. And I'm wondering why I don't have power. Yeah. Okay, so we'll figure that out in a second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the cannellini beans. And I have them stored in the prep and store container. I had it stored there earlier. We're gonna do our garlic. Actually, it says I can just throw the whole clove in there, but I like using the garlic press. I'm gonna put the garlic in there. Okay, that's done. And we're going to grate some lemon. Put my oil to the side so I don't spill it. And we're going to grate the lemon to get some lemon zest. And when you grate lemon, you see how you start seeing the white? You don't want to get past that. You want to just grate off the yellow because that white part is what they call the pith. And that's very bitter. So that's not what you want. What you want is the flavor of lemon. You don't want that bitterness. Right. I know that, well, oh, I know what I can tell you. I use the lemon zester, the juicer and the lemon zester for when I make agua fresca. And some of you might see my videos on the agua fresca. And basically, it's a fruit drink that you can make. And I always add some sort of citrus or lemon to it. And I will juice the lemon and add it to my to the blender to make agua fresca, especially in the summer. And I'll make all sorts of concoctions, cranberry, agua fresca, just a whole bunch of things. But that's one of the reasons why I'm always using this. Okay, so I have my lemon. Still no power.
Kelly, this is Michael. The twist and
Hey,
chop only turns on when the lid is sealed.
that's right. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mike. Look, pampered, not perfect, right?
Yeah. Shout out to some friends in the chat who reminded me as well. So you're doing great.
Look,
Keep it up.
Look, I'm blind. I can't see what y'all are saying. I'm gonna have to watch it the replay.
It's okay. It'll turn on once the lid is closed. Keep going.
Thank you. Thank you guys. All right. So now we have our lemon and we have our lemon peel. You gotta laugh at yourself, guys. So I'm gonna pour this in here. I'm starting to smell the dip. Smell that garlic. All right. So we got everything in there. And we have our, I'm a real person, guys. Gotta get some salt in there. Who has the salt and pepper shakers? These things are so cute. I always keep them right there. It's about a quarter teaspoon of the salt, depending on if you use a lot of salt. I don't. Okay, starting. All right. So look, guys, the lights came on. All right. So it has a little hole on the top, and I'm going to add my oil in that way. It's going to be 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then you're just going to blend it until it's smooth. You know, if you want something chunkier, you'll use the pulse. But if you want it to be completely blended and smooth, like I'm going to do this, you'll hit the start button. I'm not exactly sure how loud this is going to be, guys, for you on Zoom, but I'm going to say it's like a regular electric uh processor. It has a, it has a noise, but I'm not sure how it's going to convey to you guys. All right, so we're going to start, and I'm not going to talk because I don't want to yell. All right, guys. So that has blended, and I'm going to get my bowl. Oh, nice. Actually, I need to blend it a little bit more. Yeah, I need to blend it a little bit more. Some of the oil isn't incorporated. Okay, there you go. It is so creamy. You know, I always say that I don't measure, and I really don't when I cook. But you do you. I think I would put another clove of garlic in here. But I love garlic. Okay. All right. And contrary to popular belief, I do use this. Being live. You forget. But okay, so one of the good things about this, it has a little pouring spout. So you just pour your dip in. There you go. And you have yourself a nice creamy dip. You can take, you can drizzle some olive oil on the top. You can take some of the seasoning that I put and sprinkle it on the top. Chopped green onions, anything that your heart desires. Cooking is meant to be fun, guys. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little. All right. And okay. So I told you, oh, that's good. I told you guys that I forgot to grate the cheese. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that now. And that way I can move on to the next part, which is the pita chips. So for the artichoke dip, you're going to need 4 ounces of coarsely grated sharp cheddar cheese. And they suggest white because you're having a white dip. And you grate this, and you will add this plus a half a cup of plain Greek yogurt to the dip once it's finished, and you mix it and everything. So we're going to do that. All right. I'm going to set this to the side. We're going to get on to some more exciting news. So we were talking about pita chips. So you can make pita chips, obviously out of pitas, but what we're going to do is we are going to be making the pita chips in the brand new Deluxe air fryer and oven, guys. So that's the big surprise. That's the big reveal. So we are going to cut up Pampered, not perfect. We're going to cut up some pitas. Here you go. Can y'all see it? Is the air fryer, is the multi-cooker in the way? Let me see. What are y'all saying? Yay. Okay. This is it right here, guys. So I don't know if you can see me. So this is the air fryer. And what I'm going to do is I am going to be making the pita chips for this. Now, one of the best things about our new Deluxe air fryer and oven is the fact that it's family size. So you can make food for your family, a larger family, if you have a family of 4 or 5, and you don't have to cook in batches. Because a lot of people that I know, they loved our air fryer, but they had to cook in batches because it wasn't enough space. So, now we have, look at the tray. Look how large the air fryer tray is. Look at that. So now we have 2 of these large air fryer trays that we can make anything. We have the sync feature. Everybody's going to love the sync feature. They're going to love that. The sync feature sorry, guys. The sync feature allows you to put something in the top oven and another in the bottom oven. So like if you were making dinner and you wanted fries or something, and you know how the fries always get done way before the pizza. Well, we have a sync feature now, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. The sync feature will make sure that everything gets put together at the same time. Okay, so I am going to brush the pita chips, the pitas, with some olive oil, and then I'm going to cut them up and place them on the tray, and then I'm going to put it into the Deluxe air fryer and oven for about 8 minutes until they get crispy. So you just want to brush the olive oil on. All right. All right, so it's ended. Here you go. We're going to release it. I love that part. Okay, guys. So we are going to cut up the pita chips. Sprinkle them with salt if you choose. Hey, Michael, am I running behind?
I would say we're if maybe need to wrap up in about 5 to 10 more minutes.
All right.
So thanks for checking. You're doing great.
All right. Okay. So you saw that it was released. You cannot open this until all of the steam is released. So that's a great safety feature with any pressure cooker, but especially with ours because it's like I love it. I love it. All right, so I have that up. I'm going to stir that up in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into our air fryer. I hope you guys can see it. It seems far away. When you turn it on, it says, "Let's get cooking." All right, so I'm going to, so you can open the air fryer doors like this, or you have a release button and you can just open it like that. So put that in there, close it up, put it on air fry, 400. I'm gonna put it on for 6 minutes since we are running out of time. It's going to preheat. Okay, so let's put this away. All right, so that spinach is all nice and defrosted. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the grated cheese. And I'm going to add the cream cheese. I said cream cheese, didn't I? Yogurt, Greek yogurt, guys. There you go. And I'm gonna mix it. Now, who has the insulated serving bowls? Who uses those for like holidays and Thanksgivings and cookouts and stuff like that? How much do you love them? How they keep like mashed potatoes hot? That's what we're going to be putting the dip in. We're going to be putting the dip in this bowl. It's going to keep it hot because my husband is waiting. He's waiting to try this. And Wow, it looks good. And it's going to keep it hot for him to try. How am I doing so far, guys? Can you tell it's my first time? Thank you. I know my team is on here watching. I voluntold them to come watch me. Oh man, guys, look at that. Look at that. All right. So the air fryer is still preheating, and I want to say that normally when you are going to be preheating your air fryer, you don't want to put any food in it. But I put it in there hoping that I would get some kind of cook so that you guys can see the finished result. But you don't want to put food in there while it's preheating. Not that something's going to happen, but it'll take it longer to heat up. So I have the dip, the two dips, and we're going to have, you can have the pita chips with both. You can have vegetables with it. Get your Rapid Prep mandolin out, cut up some veggies. And let's see, why don't we go through some questions while we're waiting? I mean, I can do that.
That's that's a great idea, Kelly. So yeah, thank you. We'll bring you back on to get to try those chips at the end. So
Yes.
yeah, so thank you. And thanks for giving us the sneak preview of the new Deluxe air fryer and oven. Very fun. And don't worry, friends, I know there's lots of questions about this. You can ask some in the Q&A right now and we'll answer as many as we can, but don't worry. In March, we're going to be doing a lot of features on the Deluxe air
Yes.
fryer and oven in our Pampered Chef Live event. So make sure you're coming back, and we're going to go deep on the features throughout in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you're coming back around for all that. So we're going to give you a little break just for a few minutes real quick, Kelly, because we're going to do our
Yep.
giveaway before we bring you back on
Awesome.
for questions.
All
So
right.
everyone, it is time to do a little giveaway. Let me pull this up real quick here. So earlier in the demo, Kelly showed us she used our Greek rub in as part of the ingredients. I think that was in the pressure cooker. I forget which recipe it was in, but it was in one of them. And so we are giving away our Greek rub tonight to 3 lucky winners, and those winners are. Congratulations to Jerry Westcott, LaShawn Marks, and Kara Dower. You are our 3 winners of our Greek rub. I will get in touch with you after the event to get this Greek rub in the mail for you, and you can make your own tasty dips. So I'll get your shipping information shortly. So look for an email from me, Jerry, LaShawn, and Kara. So congratulations. And it is almost the end of February, which means it is almost the end of our last chance sale. It's our last chance for the last chance sale. Say that. You can get up to 35% off on select enameled cast iron, entertaining essentials, everyday must-haves, and flavors you'll love before they're gone forever. It's the end of the circle of life for some of these products, but they are still beloved and so, so helpful in the kitchen. You can get up to 35% off while this sale is going on for the rest of the month, which is for the rest of this week. All right, so that's what I just wanted to share. So we are going to bring you back on, Kelly. So let's do some questions. So let me look here and see some of the questions that have come in. Thanks all for lighting up the Q&A. We love to see it. We're going to ask a couple questions, Kelly. And again, I'm just going to say a disclaimer for Kelly's sake. We're not going to be able to answer all questions about the new air fryer tonight. But again, tune in March. We're going to be doing a lot more features on the Deluxe air fryer and oven in March. And you'll be able to get your questions answered throughout then. But we'll ask a couple tonight. So first of all, before we get to that, a lot of interest in the multi-cooker. So talk to me, Kelly, about how has it been cleaning the multi-cooker, given how often you use it?
Um, I haven't had much of a problem cleaning it. I have had to replace I call it the O-ring, but that's like a personal preference because after a while, even when I had, you know, this is my beloved, but even when I had something else, I always replace the O-ring like every few few months, only because to me it always seemed like it kept like an odor.
Hmm.
But for everything else, it's wiped down easy, and you can put the inner pot into the dishwasher. So there's no muss or no fuss.
Love it. And what is
Food,
your favorite recipe that you make in the multi-cooker?
uh, forgot to take out roast. I'll take a pot roast,
Forgot to
and
take out roast. I
uh
see.
I'll take I'll take a pot roast out of the freezer, and I'll put it in there with sliced onions, beef stock, salt, pepper, garlic, um, and some of the garlic and cracked pepper seasoning, and I'll cook it down. And then after about an hour, I'll open it back, I'll release the steam, open it back up, and put in potatoes and carrots and fresh onions, and make some rice in the rice cooker, and that'll be dinner.
Love it. I think you have to trademark that. Forgot to take out roast for your future cookbook. Um, what tool was that you used to take out the garlic peel?
Oh, that's the tool that I'm always losing. It's a it's a this is not the technical term, guys, but it looks like a hairbrush. Remember when you had your little Barbies and they had the little hairbrush? That's what it looks like. And the reason why, so that you can take it and place the brush part into the holes of the garlic press to press out any of the garlic that might have gotten stuck in there. And
Yep,
then you use, as you see, use the handle to scrape the garlic peel out.
got it. A couple more questions. You showed us a cheese grater. Which of our graters was that?
The large coarse
The
grater.
coarse grater,
Mhm.
adjustable coarse grater. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. And what was the seasoning that you added to the hummus? Was that the Greek rub or was it something
Yes.
else?
It was the Greek.
Okay, perfect.
It was
Uh,
the Greek rub, but I've made this with chili lime,
Ooh.
um, the garlic and cracked black pepper,
Yep.
um, a couple of things. And like I said, I'll chop up green onions, the scallions, and I'll put it on the top too. I saw somebody put hot honey on it.
Very
I haven't
nice.
tried it though, but I'm like, that sounds nice.
That sounds delicious. Okay, so a question about the air fryer. It says it looks like she just opened one big door. Do the two doors lock together?
You can open both doors, or you can separately open them. That's
Hmm.
why I was hoping that you be. I think this is because this is in the way. Hold on.
No, it's okay. We can see it.
So you can open both doors, right?
Okay.
But if you wanted to open one door, like when I go to get the pita breads out, there's a lever here, a press, and you pull it, and it comes
Aha,
right out.
got it. Okay, so you use the little lever when you want to
Yes,
open just one door. Very
yes.
cool. Okay.
Actually, I think these are done.
Okay, great. So let's take that out, and then I'm going to ask you just our final questions here. So, wanted to hear a little bit about your experience as a consultant, Kelly. How long have you been a Pampered Chef consultant?
I have. Next month, March will be 4 years.
4 years. Amazing.
March will be 4 years.
And
Um, 4 years, March 21st.
nice. That's
Yeah.
close to my birthday. What made you decide to be a consultant, and why are you still doing it 4 years later?
Uh, my husband was it. My husband was ill, and I was his caregiver for a year.
Hmm.
And when he was approved to go back to work, he shot. It was he shot out of here so fast. And then it's like I had nothing to do. I have two cats and a dog, and I got tired of talking to them. I had a whole bunch of garden beds that I made up, and I was still bored. And a friend of mine asked me to if I wanted to go to a Pampered Chef party. I had no idea what Pampered Chef was, y'all. I had never heard of it before. I was like, okay. I thought that she asked me because I was in the culinary field at one point, but no. So I got, I went to the party. She asked me over and over again. I'm like, this lady's crazy. I'm not trying to be a Pampered Chef consultant. I don't know how to do any sales. I'm coming from a collections background. Don't kill me. Don't come for me. I had a collections background. So I tried it and I was going to be a kidnapper. I was going to take the Deluxe grill and griddle and run away. But I decided I liked it. No 2 days were the same. You had your ups, you had your downs, just like everything, but no 2 days were the same. It never felt like a job.
Hmm.
I never said, "Oh my God, I have to get up and walk the 3 feet to my from my bed to my desk to go to work." you know, yeah, it never, and the fact that I don't have to have seniority to go someplace. If I want to just get up and go somewhere, I don't have to say, "Well, Susan has more seniority than me, and I can't go. I can't get the time." This is my business. I can do whatever I want.
I love that freedom and the flexibility.
Yes.
And what have been some of the other benefits you've found in doing this for 4 years in?
My team.
Hmm.
My team. I have met some of the strongest women and now men that I know with Pampered Chef. I mean, these people, life happens to everybody, but they will get, if they're knocked down, they will get right back up,
Hmm.
and they will tell me that I'm good enough. I have all the confidence in the world, but when someone says that they support you, so it's them. It
Hmm.
really is.
I love that. Yeah, well, grateful for the real sense of community here, and I'm so glad that you've gotten to experience that with your team. And so we're gonna wrap up on the questions there, Kelly. But
Okay.
thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for welcoming us into your kitchen. I saw at one point in the comments somebody said, "I feel like I'm just sitting there on the stool just chatting," and that's a really
Awesome.
great feeling. So thank you for
Awesome.
your hospitality and your leadership. And thank all of you for joining tonight. We appreciate you carving out some time to be with us. And if any of you are interested in learning more about being a consultant yourself, connect with your local consultant or visit the Be a Consultant page on our website, including the lookbook that has more information on income disclosure statement and lots of important details there. So we hope you'll join us the same time next week for Sandy and Christy coming out of our test kitchen on site, and we will be showing you how to make the easiest no-boil baked pasta and meatballs with, you guessed it, the new Deluxe air fryer and oven. So come to see some in-depth features from our test kitchen next week, Tuesday. Be sure to register for that. And we'll be having some big giveaways and discount codes throughout March as well for registered guests. So it's going to be a blast. Do not miss it. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. We hope you have a great night, and we'll catch you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.